My name is Shane, I'm 23 years old, and I'm a freshman at Sierra Community College in Rockland, California. I'm a singer and I want my degree so I could be a music teacher. Something that really means a lot to me would happen to be this picture of me and Christina Aguilera. I am lucky enough to actually win a contest. I'm on her Back to Basics album.
Oh, you're Shane Burrows? Thank you for being a part of my work. I'm glad you're here tonight. Front row, nice.
When I turned 18, I just couldn't afford to pay for my own education. I dropped out of college and had 2 jobs. After taking 5 years off school. And I knew I just had to get back into school. If I don't finish school, I feel like I'm going to go nowhere in life. Hopefully, if I get a chance to complete college, then I could be a music teacher. I think my life would change for the better because I'd be doing something I love. Now I just work one job, full-time, 40 hours a week, and I take classes at night or in the morning before work starts.
You spend about 10 hours each day practicing, I'm sure. Okay.
I'm drowning in debt and on the verge of filing for bankruptcy. I owe over $10,000 on credit cards, and I can't get financial aid because I work. Bills, 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 and more bills. This is the music building where most of my classes are and where all the magic happens. And every time your lips meet mine, darling. The biggest thing that would help me is if the California community colleges had more classes available. It's almost impossible for me to get the classes I need because by the time I can register, the classes are full. Instead of offering more classes, they're firing teachers, cutting their pay, and offering less classes. So if there are more students than ever, why are they cutting classes and teachers?
What happened this year is the state actually reduced the number of students it would fund by a significant amount.
So I'm here at the state capitol where tens of thousands of students all across California are here protesting on budget cuts. This is crazy. The line goes for miles. There's so many people here, and it's all for a good cause. But hopefully it'll do something good for our state and our education. I'm very excited to be here in Washington, D.C. at the U.S. Department of Education. I get to meet with the Deputy Undersecretary of Education, Mr. Robert Shireman.
Hi Shane, I'm Bob Shireman.
Hi, I'm Shane Burrows. Nice to meet you.
Very good to meet you.
Thank you so much for seeing me.
No problem.
So I wanted to share with you my story and my struggles as a non-traditional college student.
Fantastic.
And I found the easiest way to do that is just to show you a brief video that I made.
Great.
My name is Shane, I'm 23 years old.
Very well done.
Thank you.
How do I meet Christina Aguilera? Well, and congratulations on getting back to school and taking these steps that you're taking.
Yeah, it's hard to go back once you have that break. So
right.
I know you're a top leader in making college more accessible. So I wanted to ask you, what can the federal government do to help support community colleges and help students like me actually finish college and get their degree?
You have a lot of credit card debt. It sounds like you don't have any student loans.
I haven't applied for student loans because I have bad credit, so I just assumed that I would get denied.
The whole purpose behind federal financial aid is to help people get a skill, get the education, get on a firmer financial footing. So the fact that people have had some difficulties in the past does not count against you for federal financial aid.
But I think my income is still over the limits.
Actually, regardless of income, you're eligible for, at least for student loans. It makes no sense to refuse a federal student loan at maximum 6.8% interest rate, but to be paying 18% on a credit card.
30%.
Or 30%. So it may seem responsible and pulling yourself up by the bootstraps to not take out a federal student loan, but it's not a financially smart thing to do.
I have friends that are in thousands of dollars of debt, and so even if I did finish school, it'd take me more than half my career to pay off the debt.
There's also some forgiveness for public service professions. If you stuck with teaching, you wouldn't have to make any payments beyond 10 years, so it would not be half of your lifetime. The big problem with trying to work full-time and go to school is it can take 8 or 10 years to get to the finish line, and when it's that far off, it's hard to keep going.
Okay, let's just say working full-time for now is like the only option.
Right.
What can the federal government do to help, because now they're just cutting classes, there's less classes to choose from.
Does it make sense to perhaps charge more fees, maybe something closer to what are being charged in other states, so that that additional money could be used to be able to offer more courses so that students have access to the classes that they need? Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you for meeting me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Say hi to California for me.
I will. Thank you. It's so cool to get to meet a Washington official. I got a lot of good feedback. Maybe cut back on some of my work hours so I can finish school faster. So I'm definitely going to have to make some big decisions. Maybe my state will actually raise the price of college for community colleges just a little bit, so they'll stop making cuts. I'm definitely willing to pay more to get more in the end.